Hello students, I welcome you all once again to my YouTube channel. Today we will continue with the sixth chapter, Introduction to JavaScript. So in the last class we have learned about the features of JavaScript and the syntax of JavaScript and the alert statement and comments. So today we'll learn the variable, rules for naming a variable, data types and variable declaration ways, and assignment statement and the document.write statement. So let's start. So what is variable? So variable is a named storage where you can put some values and later on you can retrieve it when you want. So in C language you have used int, float, double float. Those are data types, and with those data types you have used some names such as int a equal to 10, int name equal to something with the semicolon. So int is the data type and name is the variable name. It can be anything, so it is called variable. In JavaScript there is no int, float, there is only one data type, that is var. Okay, so in your book say a variable is a named storage area where a value is stored and can be retrieved later when required. Okay, so there are some rules for naming a variable. So this is very important. So the name must begin with a letter or the underscore character. Okay, the name must begin with a letter, so the name can't begin with a number. That is the point to be noted. The first character is followed by letters, digits. It's not is followed by, can be followed by. The first character can be followed by number, digit, underscore sign, whatever you want, but the first character should be a letter or a underscore character. Only these two are permitted. Then it should not be a reserved word. Reserved word means in JavaScript there are some reserved words. These are the chart. This is the chart of the reserved word. See, this is the chart of the reserved word. So apart from these words you can use anything, but not these words. You can't use these words. And third point is you cannot have spaces in the variable name. So you can't write student space name. You have to write student name. Okay. Fourth point is JavaScript is case sensitive. So if you have written name, you can't write at one place small n and in another place capital N. Okay, see, these are some valid variable names and these are invalid variable names. So valid variable name num1, so it is valid because it has started with a character. It is a student name, so it is started with a character and there is no spaces also, so it is a valid name. See, for differentiating between these two words, student and name are two different words. For differentiating them, you can put an underscore but not space. Okay, so first name is also a valid variable name, and the invalid variable names are one num. It has started with a digit, so it is not a valid variable name. Student name, see, there is a space, so it is not a valid variable name. Then it has started with a special symbol, hashtag, so it is also not a very valid variable name. Now reserved words. So in C language you have learned there are some reserved words like int, float, then printf, scanf. These are some reserved words explicitly written for the language. They are used for some definite work. So in JavaScript also there are some reserved words. Those are mentioned in this chart. Okay, you have to learn this. So in declaring a variable you can't use these words. You have to memorize these things. So reserved words are those words that have a specific meaning in the script. They cannot be used as JavaScript variables. Okay, so now we'll learn about data types. Okay, so JavaScript has three data types. So one is numeric, one is strings, and one is boolean. But I have said in the last lecture that you have to use only one variable declaration, means one data type for declaring a variable, that is var. So in C you could use int for an integer, float for a decimal, character, char for a string, but in JavaScript you have to use only var. So how will you differentiate that this is a numeric data type, this is boolean data type? So there is a way. Okay, so actually var is not a data type, it is just a short form of variable and is used before naming a variable. Okay, so JavaScript differentiates among its data types by putting quotes, double quotes or single quotes. See, when you write number, okay, without quotes, then it will be treated as number, numeric data type. When you write anything within quotes, that is treated as string data type. Now the interesting thing is that if you write a number within quotes, then also it will be treated as strings because you have written within quotes. Means everything you write under quotes will be treated as string data type, and everything you write without quotes will be treated as numeric data type. Okay, and for boolean there is only two values, true or false. There you doesn't require quotes. Okay, so now declaring a variable. So how will you declare a variable? So you have already learned that by using var you can declare a variable. Okay, var then the variable name. Okay, so you don't require a semicolon here. Okay, var name is sufficient. Now you can declare more than one variables also. It's like this: var marks, comma, total, comma, average. Okay, there also you do not require a semicolon. Okay, so here are three variables: marks, total, average. Three variables are declared here. Okay, so we have done our variable, rules for naming a variable, and data types. So now we'll learn assignment statement. Okay, so what is assignment statement? So in variable, so what is variable? Variable is a stored name, as I told you, stored name. So in that name something will, you have to put something. Okay, so that is called assignment. Let's say var name equal to Rahul. So Rahul name is assigned to the variable name. Okay, so assignment statement, to store value in a variable, assignment statement is used. You can store numbers, string, boolean values in a variable. So what are boolean values? Boolean values are type of just true, false, or yes, no, 1, 0. It has only two options, either this or that. Okay, so that is boolean value. So see, in this example some variable names have been declared. Var roll number 453. So here 453 is used as a numeric data type because no quotes are used. So 453 is assigned to the variable roll number. Okay, then true. So this is a boolean data type. True is assigned to the variable past. And Monica Kaur, this is a string data type. Okay, so because it is written under quotes, so this Monica Kaur is assigned to the variable student name, stu name. Okay, so let's write this code. Okay, so before writing this code I want to discuss something about the last assignment. There was a question in true false, then JavaScript code is always written inside a HTML code. So many who have submitted, very few numbers have submitted to me the assignment, but whoever has submitted, they have written it is as true, but it will be false. Okay, I'm showing you. See, this is the JavaScript code, like alert, alert, alert. This is the JavaScript code. So let me write this code outside. I'm copying it and new and paste it. Okay, I will save this file as uh, external. Okay, here I have to, it is important, here I have to keep the extension as JS. Okay, JavaScript. So it is the JavaScript code and it is the HTML code. I don't require this. Okay, what I have to do here, I have to write src source equal to this. Okay, and now save it. Now when I will go to the, see, this is the file, see the JavaScript code works, the alert statement are working. Okay, but the alert statements are not in the HTML code. This is called external JavaScript. Okay, the code which I written in the first lecture, that was internal JavaScript, and this is external JavaScript. So in this way you know that JavaScript codes are not always written inside HTML. They can be written outside also, and they can be embedded like this as a source. Okay, so now coming to this code, so I'm using internal. Okay, now language is HTML. Okay, now it comes. So now what I have to do, I have to declare some variables. So var let's say I give the name student name. Okay, then name will be I can use single quotes and double quotes both. Okay, so but if you are using starting with single quote, make sure that you are ending with single quote too. Then where another one is marks or roll number. See, I have used here quotes, so this is a string, and without quotes it is a number. Okay, so this is a boolean data type. Okay, now I will use here document.write. So in the first lecture I have discussed about alert statement. So alert statement also prints something but in a box, and document.write will print in the screen. Okay, so the document.write is used to write text on the web page. The general format is just same as alert statement, document.write, and within quotes the text. Okay, now there are some things like this plus symbol and beer tag. I will use all the things in the code and discuss it. So document.write roll number. So see, here I have written document.write roll number. In the double quotes you can write anything. This should not match with this. Okay, this roll number, and this is different. Okay, this is the variable and this is just I have written anything. You can write anything. So roll number, now you have to write plus. This is concatenation. Okay, when you watch the output you will see that the output will be like this: roll number, then if I write here, say let's say plus, now I will match with the variable name ROLLNO. See, it is same as this roll number, and this is same, these two are same. So this and this should match. Okay, so roll number, then plus equal to here okay. Now let's copy this thing. Okay, I will write 3 document.write. Now in this, let's say name, and here I will match with the name variable. So what is the name variable? stu underscore name. So stu underscore and name. Okay, and now is a past. So here I'll use this variable only, or you can write here status, pass or fail, status. Or do one thing, that here you can write status. I've changed the variable name. As status. So here I can write past, and in the variable section I have to write status, because I have written the variable as status, so I have to write here also status. Now I have to close all the tags. So first of all I have to close the script tag, then body tag, and then HTML tag. So let's check this code. So let's save it. So this is the internal HTML file, means I have written the JavaScript internally. Where .html. So let's see the output. See, roll number. Okay, let's okay. Now you can see here I have written roll number. So whatever I have written here has appeared here. Okay, roll number. So if I write here, say this in this way, I just want to show you the difference, so I have to save it also. See, whatever you have written here has appeared here. Okay, and this plus sign is the concatenation operator. Concatenation operator, what does it do? It just adds the things, this thing and this thing. Okay, it will write in one line. So class up to this colon is I've written here, then plus this roll number, whatever, this is the variable, whatever value is inside this variable will come here. So inside this variable 10 was there, 10 was inside this roll number variable, so 10 has appeared here. Okay, then plus BR, that is next line. Then also same thing happened, name, I've written here name, so name has appeared here, and stu name is a variable, and whatever is inside this variable, Rahul is inside this variable stu name, so Rahul has appeared here. Okay, now past, true value is inside this status variable, so past I have given the status variable, so the content of the status variable, that is true, is written here. Okay, understood the code? Okay, so in your book it is written, the BR tag is used to move the cursor to the next line, okay, so that the variable is printed on a separate line, and the plus sign, that is concatenation operator, is used for combining text. Okay, and this can be used with number, string, string, and number, anything. Okay, any combination can be combined. Okay, this property of combining text using plus operator is called concatenation. Okay, so here say for example document.write marks code equal to plus 100, so within quotes marks code it will come as it is plus 100, then what will be the output? It will not be marks code plus 100, it will be marks code 100. Plus is used just to concatenate it, means combine it, so the output will be marks code 100, equal to will not come. Okay, now see semicolon in JavaScript. Simple, this question was given in the last assignment also. Simple statements in JavaScript are generally followed by semicolon, but you can omit, so semicolon is not necessary. Okay, you can put also, you can omit also, but you can omit semicolon if statements are placed on a separate line. Okay, see in the code I have written where this, these three I have written in a separate line, no? So I have not used semicolon here. Okay, if I had used semicolon, then it was also okay. Okay, but it is not mandatory. Now see, but see, if you write this declaration in this way, roll number, past, surname, in a same line, okay, then you must use semicolon. See, this code is not necessary to be written in the notepad. You can just understand from this. Here, where roll number, past, student, the same code which I've written just now. Where roll number, past, student, all the variables are declared in a same line. Okay, now when the values are assigned, this is assignment, this 453 is assigned to roll number, true is assigned to past, Monica code is assigned to student. Okay, when the values are being assigned, semicolon is used because they are written in single line. Okay, so semicolon are used, mandatory, not used. Semicolon is mandatorily used only when you write in a single line, but when you write in separate lines, semicolons are not mandatory. You can use, but it is not mandatory. Okay, so with this I think I have covered all the topics: variable, rules for naming a variable, data types. Okay, so let's just once revise it. So variable is the stored name of the storage. Okay, rules for naming a variable, there are 4 rules. Okay, this is important question. Okay, the question may come that write the rules for naming a variable. Data types, so there are 3 data types: numeric, string, and boolean. How JavaScript differentiates: within quotes it is string data type, without quotes it is numeric data type. Okay, and boolean data type has only two options, true or false. If you write true, then it is assigned as boolean data type, and true false, JavaScript understands that it is a boolean data type. Okay. Variable declaration ways. Variable declaration ways, I meant that you can write in a single line or you can write in separate lines. When you write in separate lines, then semicolon is not required. When you write in a single line, semicolon is required. Assignment statement. When you write var student name equal to Rahul, then Rahul string within, if you write within quotes Rahul, then this Rahul value will be assigned to the variable name student name. Okay, this Rahul value is assigned to the variable student name. Okay, that is assignment. And document node write, it is same as the alert statement, but the output will come in the screen, not in a dialog box. Okay, so let's just skip up to this. So we'll discuss about the rest of the things in the next lecture. Thank you.